Listen, April this year, your interview with Roy Keane, I loved that water cooler moment. How did that come about?
Well, I guess it'd been 8 years in coming. I mean, I'd been doing this character for 8 years on the show, and then finally, the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind, for whom I'd done a song 18 months previously. It was called Leave Right Now, and it was kind of a hit in this country. And he came over, and he does, you know, the Shades for the Day campaign, and you know, they're the only people who seem to be able to get Roy Keane to do anything. So, like, everybody's after Roy Keane to get him to interview, to get him to endorse stuff and stuff like that. But the Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind can get him to do anything, seemingly, you know. So it's like, Roy, would you do some media? Is it for the Guide Dogs? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Roy, would you stick on those pointy Madonna boobs and sing Vogue? For the Guide Dogs? Come on, Vogue. So basically, they can get him to do anything. And so he arrives, and they said, would you go on and meet Roy? You mean the lad that takes the mick? And he said, OK, if it's for the Guide Dogs. So, Radisson Hotel in Dublin.
Were you nervous?
Are you nervous? Absolutely. I was absolutely very nervous, and because I knew we'd only have 7 or 8 minutes with him, and the 6 minutes that's on tape is like 6 out of 8 minutes that we actually were with him. So I walked into the room, I was kind of pacing the room before he came in. He walks into the room. All right. And I just go, how's it going? Yeah, okay, great. And so he does a little interview with Ian, and then Ian introduced him and goes, Roy, listen, I'd like to introduce you to the other Roy. And he goes, all right. I go, oh, how's it going, Roy? I'll cry two nerves, but obviously it's an honour to meet you at the end of the day. And he's there like, yeah, heard a lot about you as well, nice to meet you. Now, obviously, as I said before, like, a lot of people talk about my laugh. I kind of go like, do you laugh like that? No. Okay, are you sure you don't laugh like that? Yeah, I'm sure. Has anybody ever told you that you laugh like that? No. Why not? Maybe they're afraid of me. Okay, so then I decided the only thing I could say is, well, obviously, Roy, maybe the only thing I can do now is say, maybe if I made you laugh, then maybe people could find out if you laughed like me or not. And he said, the worst nightmare I could possibly imagine. He just went, all right then, go ahead. Make me laugh. And at this point, it was just like, all the world comes tumbling down. In that very moment, I have to try and find something to make Roy Keane laugh. So I just went, okay, the FAI is a monument to professionalism. And he just went, and it wasn't just a laugh. It was like a laugh out of the Beecham's ad. It was like, and it was a relief, a complete and utter relief.
And he did laugh.
He did in the end, yes.
Had he heard your stuff before? Do you know? Like, did he know who you were?
Years for years we've been hearing rumours. Had he heard the stuff, and was his wife Therese getting tapes sent across from Cork?
All those rumours.
Ryan Giggs came in to talk to Ray D'Arcy once and said, oh yeah, we put it on the bus a lot, you know. And then a story came out through Tom Humphries that in Tokyo Airport on the way to Saipan, that all the players were really tense, and that Roy was very, very stern in the departures of the airport, and that all the players were really shaky because Roy had been on the plane over from Ireland and had been already unhappy with the media treatment, and even on the plane he'd been basically mugged by Bertie Ahern on the plane. How are you, Roy? Thanks. And just getting in a quick, you know, PR opportunity there. So Keane, who possibly is Fine Gael, you know, if they're making T-shirts with Michael Collins on the back and Roy Keane on the front, you know, it possibly Fine Gael going, is this Lango? So, like, you know, he arrives there in Tokyo, and they're obviously very nervous and stern. And suddenly Shay Given apparently just gets out this Gift Grub cassette to ease the tension and starts moving across the sort of the carpet and attempts to put it into his ghetto blaster. At this point, it's just like all the players are just apparently like, no! So Shay Given just puts it onto the ghetto blaster, and all you hear coming out of this ghetto blaster is, oh, Cradatool radio, welcome back to radio, Roy, at the end of the day. And all the players just look over at Roy, and he just goes,